organization, RESCOP, which stands for Red Solidaria contra la Ocupación Palestina. Its spokesperson, Ms. Alys Estapé, is here with us today. She is a sociologist, a feminist, and an anti-racist activist. She was the European coordinator of the Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions in Israel movement and is a member of the board of NOVACT, which defends life and freedoms in the Euro-Mediterranean region and promotes a fair and lasting peace through the strengthening of civil societies in conflict prevention. Alys focuses on the corporate abuse in the occupied Palestinian territory. Madame, you have the floor.
Thank you. Dear colleagues and distinguished delegates, today I bring the voice of hundreds of thousands from Spain who say, enough complicity, enough deceit. In March 2025, the Spanish Prime Minister described the massacre of 400 Palestinians killed in a single day as sad, atrocious, unacceptable. What is also sad, atrocious, and unacceptable is that Spain still maintains military ties with Israel. Over the preceding months, Spain exported military parts to Israel and imported bombs and grenades worth millions of euros. This lays bare a deep contradiction. While condemning atrocities, the Spanish government continues to arm, finance, and sustain the culprit. Despite government claims, Spain has never suspended military ties with Israel. Transfers, imports, exports, arms fares, they all continue. Since autumn 2023, Spain has acquired Israeli weapon systems worth over 1 billion euros, part of an arms trade that continues despite Israel's occupation, apartheid, sustained ethnic cleansing, and genocide of the Palestinian people. Ships carrying weapons and military equipment for Israel continue to pass through Spanish ports. These vessels, moving with secrecy and impunity, have transported military vehicles and components for warplanes of the same type used by Israel in Gaza. Spain has stood out for its criticism of Israel's military attacks on the Gaza Strip, yet this position contrasts sharply with its long-standing military and diplomatic ties to Israel. Research shows that these ties have intensified. The arms trade and cooperation are more active than ever. Without any doubt, Spain is complicit in Israel's genocidal apartheid regime. What you finance, you support. Over the last 19 months, hundreds of thousands have filled the streets in more than 100 cities across Spain, demanding an end to the arms trade and military cooperation with Israel. Last Saturday, 100,000 people from across Spain filled the streets of Madrid to demand the government to cut all ties. The people will not stop until justice is served. Meanwhile, the level of violence and destruction in Gaza is beyond words. Experts estimate the real death toll is far higher than official figures. This is not a war. It is a genocide carried out by a settler colonial regime that enforces apartheid through mass killing, forced displacement, starvation, and siege. The world's legal and moral obligations are clear. Denunciation without action is mere rhetoric that allows oppression to persist. Spain must end all forms of complicity in Israel's egregious actions, and those responsible must be held to account.